And it's a big hello to you from me, John McCarthy. I'm here to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Guess what? It's time for the golfs. I guess we're just doing the front nine of this course today. Let's go. Hopefully you have a good round. Nice swing. And he's ready to go. Let's see how this hole goes for him. All right, this one's about 85 yards out. That'll do for the approach. Okay, he's getting ready to fire away with his second shot. All right, this putt for the birdie. I think this one's going to go a bit to the left. Oh, no. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. And 4 feet to go. And if he can sink this, that's going to have the hole. Okay, yeah, no need for him to putt that out. Let's head to the next hole. And after the first hole, we're all square. Second hole, par 5. Let's light this up. Oh my goodness, you hammered it. He's ready to tee off. Let's see what happens here with him. Heading towards that bunker. And hopefully he can deal with a little sand shot here. Five iron on display for this one. Here's our second shot on hole number 2. The approach heading right. And here he is in the fairway bunker. Okay, he's got a long putt here. Let's see what goes down. And this one's, I think, going left to right. Not a bad result from that distance. Let's see what he does here. He's putting for par. All right, drop this and you'll go 1 up on your opponent. And after that hole, you are 1 up on your friend. Teeing it up on the 3rd. I'm having that. Alrighty, he's good to go on this one. Let's see how he does. Looks like this one's in the fairway. And here's your second shot here on the third. And here we have a very long putt to contend with. This putt's going left to right pretty hard. Oh my, that's too bad. And we'll be back to all square if they drop this putt. I think this one's going left to right. And yep, that's in there. He's going to win this hole. And after that hole, we're all square in this match. All right, here we go with the par 4, fourth hole. All right, let's let this one go. There we go. Great contact. All right, that's good stuff. We'll hang on to the fairway. And here's our second shot on the fourth. Ten feet to go. This one looks like it has a bit of a break to the right. Nice job. That's the birdie there. 6-foot putt for him. And that hole will be halved. Okay, par 3 for the fifth hole. And they're choosing the 6-iron here. Well, looking forward to this hole. You'll be all right there. And let's see how he does from the green side rough. And this putt drops, you can go one up. Going downhill with this one, and it's right to left. Oh, come on, get in there. And this next putt's for his par. And this putt from 4 feet. Score, your opponent is going to let you have that putt, and we're going to go to the next hole. And that hole's halved. All right, we got a par 5 here on the 6th hole. Oh, looking good off the tee. Okay, here we go. Let's launch this one out there. Okay, let's check our distance twice. And yet another green in regulation for you. Let's see what his second shot looks like. Here's their 7-iron. Let's see if he can get up and down from this sand. Okay, here's your chance to go one up on your opponent. I think this one's going just a bit to the right. Okay, you're one up on your friend after that one. Teeing off now on the 7th. Nice stroke. We're on the green. All right, interested to see what he has in store for us here. And this putt for the birdie. And this one's going left to right pretty hard. Looking good so far? Yeah, it's still looking good. And the putt goes down. Fantastic work. Okay, he needs this to have the hole. And that hole will be halved. Okay, par 4, 8th hole, let's go. Yeah, you'll take that. Here we go. Let's see what this guy does. Okay, about 200 yards or so to the pin from here. Okay, on the green safely. And here's their 8-iron. Oh my goodness, short game is cooking for this guy. Just chips that one right in. And if you sink this, we'll take the match to Dormy. Looks like this one will break a bit to the left. Let's keep her going. That's 2 birdies in a row. Let's have a third. And that hole will be halved. Well, let's let this fly here on the 9th. All right, we might be able to chase this one out. That fairway has a down slope up at the landing area. All right, you caught that down slope. Let's see how far you can get this to run. Little play. And he's ready to tee off here. Let's see how this goes. Not sure where this one's going to end up. Could be rough. Okay, he's coming out of the deep stuff. Might not be enough from the rough. Setting up about 115 yards out. I like it. I like what you did there. Well, he's in the bunker here. Let's see how he deals with it, shall we? Oh my, almost in there. And here is his putt to save par. I think this one's breaking to the left. Oh. All right, sink this next one to win it. I have confidence. Okay, we are all done with this match play event now that your opponent has conceded his putt. And you managed to pull off the win in this match. I'd like to congratulate you. Walking away from this one at 2 up is good work all around. And with that, I must leave you. We'll see you again real soon, though, hopefully, right? Hello there, my name's John McCarthy, and I want to welcome you to PGA Tour 2K25. Let me tell you, things are fixing to get fun right now. Looks like we have some match play golf happening at the moment. All right, let's have a good one out there. Okay, let's send it. Yeah, that's unlucky. Here's our second shot on the 10th. Okay, second shot for him on this one. We don't need as much distance as normal. We might need less club. This green is well below us. And there's a bit of a downslope around the pin. You got to be careful of that. And 28 feet from the cup. This putt looks like it's going uphill to the right. Ooh, that's too bad. And this putt's going to put him one up. It's breaking to the left, I think. Okay, this one for par. Okay, let's get on to the next hole. Your opponent is letting you have that one. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. And your friend's one up on you after that first hole. All right, par 4 here on the 11th hole. All right, let's let her fly. Let's go. Good shot. And he's got about, I'd say 140 to the pin from here. Taking this one with the 9-iron. Second shot here on the 11th. That should do nicely. This putt's around 19 feet away. This one's going up the hill and to the left. Well, this one's looking good so far. Oh, continuing to look good. Yes! Drops it on in there. What a putt. Okay, if he sinks this, he'll have the hole. This one looks like it's breaking to the left. Ooh. And after that hole, we're all square. And teeing off now in a long par 4. Oh, that's not a great one. All right, let's see what he does on this one. Shouldn't be too awkward out of here, just in the first cut. All right, coming out of the rough, you might not have enough on it. Yes, I like that. Nice bounce. Ended up in the fairway. Great stuff. Ooh, that chip almost went. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. Okay, giving another putt to your opponent. Let's move on. Friend over there is 1 up after that one. All right, a par 3 here on the 13th. And here's a 6-iron from them. Have a good tee shot. And your approach is heading right at the pin. Well, unfortunately, that's a missed green. And here's our second shot on the 13th. Okay, third shot. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up. Right by. All right, let's sink this, grab the bogey, and move on. And your opponent's going to concede that putt. We're going to head to the next hole. Okay, and if he sinks this next putt, he will go 2 up. And we're leaving that hole behind us. And the par 4, 14th hole is next. All right, let's go. Let's launch this one out there. Great use of this downslope towards the green here. And driving the old green, putting for eagle. Nothing wrong with that. Here he is setting up in the green side bunker. Okay, and this is, I don't know. Don't know what to tell you. Way far away from the cup. Let's try to get this close. All right, good effort from there. And he's got 13 feet from the cup. And I think this one's breaking to the left. That was a good putt. Here's a putt for birdie. The birdie putt drops, and I'm thankful because last hole with that bogey got me a little scared. All right, here we go, 15th hole. This one's a par 5. Here we go. Let's let this one go. Nicely done. And he will set up from around 235 yards out. And the approach heading to the left. All right, hitting into an elevated green. A little bit to the right on the approach here. Come on, get in. Oh, chip drops. You get eagle. Nicely done. Let's see how he deals with this bunker shot. Getting closer to your friend's score after that one. That is a good thing. And getting ready to tee off here on the 16th hole. I think I'll take that tee shot. Looks good. And let's see how he does on this hole. So it's going to get a little gritty here in the sand. Okay, let's see if we can get this out of here. Here's a look at their 5-iron. This one from the sand might be short. All right, what do we got here? Looking like about 165 to the pin. Safely on the green. And let's see what he does from the greenside sand. And his 4th shot on this hole. Okay, you need this to win the hole. Okay, your opponent gave you that putt and you'll win the hole. Let's go to the next. Here we go on the 17th hole. All right, kick left. Great work. Nice approach on that one. He's ready to let her rip here. Let's see what he does. Rolling with the 4-iron here. Boom. This guy knows how to chip around the greens. This putt is 9 feet away. I think we got a left to right break here. Oh, that was almost in. And after that hole, your friend is 1 up for the match. All right, over to 18 now. This one's a par 4. Looking good off the tee. All right, let her fly. Let's see it. This one needs to hold on to the fairway. All right, nice. That's going to hold on to the fairway. That's what we like. And this shot's about 175 yards out. All right, good luck with your second shot here on the 18th hole. I think I'll let your putting do the talking here from way out. Oh man, this one's breaking pretty hard to the left. And unfortunately for you, if he sinks this, he wins the match. Starting this way outside to the right. And this is about 4 feet. All right, your opponent is letting you have that one. Let's head to the next hole. All right, and he will finish his round with a par. And as this one comes to an end, unfortunately, you couldn't pull out the win. Your opponent will walk away 1 up. All right, that's going to do it for me. And just want to thank you again for playing the game. Hopefully to see you soon. Hello there, and welcome to the game that is PGA Tour 2K25. My name's John McCarthy. Looks like we're just playing the back 9 of this one. All right, let's get to it. Good little shot there. All right, let's see how he does on this hole. This shot's around 95 yards to the pin. All right, second shot on the 10th. And that will play. Thank you very much. This next putt will be for his birdie. I think this one's going left to right. Oh. And this putt to go one up for the match. The putt goes down and you've won this hole. Fantastic work. I'm liking what you're throwing down here. You're one up after the first hole. All right, let's see what we can do off the tee here. It's a long par 4. Landing area slopes away from us. Might be able to get some extra yards. Oh man, you got a hold of that one. And he's just about ready to tee off. Let's see how he does. This one's heading to the fairway, I think. And he sets up around 140 yards out. And this one's about 125 yards out. This could be slightly too strong. And actually, what I meant to say was, this looks like it'll be on the green. All right, here's a 22-footer. Well, this one swings out to the left and it swings to the right. Okay, let's see what we can do. Oh, so close. And if this goes down, they're going to take things all square again. This one looks like it's moving a bit to the right here. And boom, he drops her in for the birdie. All square after that hole. Okay, we're now on the 12th. We got a par 3 coming up. Well, let's see what you got. All right, second shot on the 12th. Oh no, brutal. And this putt's gonna put him one up. I think this one's breaking to the left. Ooh. Here we go, 4 par. And if he drops this, he'll have the hole. And that'll do. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, 13th hole, par 4. Let's do it. All right, let's launch this into the atmosphere, preferably hitting the fairway. Oh my goodness, you launched that ball. Ooh, and that one couldn't hold on to the fairway, just barely in that first cut. And let's see what happens. This is his second. And this next one coming out of the rough. I think we're heading towards the rough. Oh, you hate to see it. And if he sinks this next putt, he'll go one up. I think this one's going left to right. Oh. And if you want to save power on this hole, we got to drop this right here. And the putt goes down. Of course it would. Well done. He's got about a 3-footer here. All right, he can pick that up. We can go to the next hole. And that hole will be halved. And this one's a par 3 here on the 14th. They're going with the 5-iron here. Oh, let's see what you can do on this one. Can we get a kick left? Here we go. This putt for birdie. And here's an uphill putt, moving to the left. Oh, right by. And this putt right here will put him at 1 up. All right, that putt goes in, and he will win this hole. And your friend is just 1 up after that hole. And now the 15th. This one's a par 4. All right, let's go. Pound this one out there. Oh, that was a fine swing. Fine swing. And he's got 125 yards to go, somewhere thereabouts. This one might be a little long. This one's about 105 yards out. if he sinks this, he will go 2 up. This one's moving to the right. Ooh, looks like he's put it on a pretty good line. Still looking good. Ooh, and he won't be able to make it drop. 3 feet to go. And with that, we will move on to the next. And here's a look at his putt for par. All right, conceding another putt. Let's head on to the next. Okay, that hole's going to be halved. Okay, 16th hole now, and we got a par 3. They are going with the 9 iron on this one. Looking forward to see what you do here. Yeah, that'll work. Nice approach. 15 feet to the cup from here. This one's breaking pretty hard to the left here. Oh, just missed that birdie. And if he sinks this next putt, he's going to go 2 up on you. Well, look out. Okay, he's going to win the hole with that one. And, well, that didn't go too well. Maybe next hole we'll get him. Okay, now on to the par 4 17th. All right, here we go. Give it a rip. Let's hit that fairway. That ball's going for days. It's never going to come down. And he's got around 145 yards to the pin from here. And this is our second shot here on the 17th. Okay, let's get out of this greenside rough. Oh, no way. And for the par. This putt's going uphill. Looks like it's moving left to right. All right, if this goes down, you're packing. All right, now that you've conceded that putt, we'll head to the next hole. And this one's over, and unfortunately, your friend got the better of you today, pulling out the win. But it's all right. You can do a rematch. Next time, maybe you'll be on top. And with that, I must leave you. I had fun out there with you today. Thanks for a great round.